The goal of meditation isn't necessarily to make you feel better. In fact, sometimes the most powerful meditations can be really uncomfortable. For a long time, I thought meditation was supposed to be all about peace, stillness, and relaxation. And when my mind wandered or difficult emotions came up, I thought I was doing it wrong. But the truth is, meditation isn't about escaping your feelings or forcing yourself into some Zen state. It's about being present with yourself, even when what comes up feels messy or uncomfortable. In this episode of Unwind, we're busting some of the most common myths about meditation and talking about a better way to approach it, one that's flexible, compassionate, and actually supports real healing. Welcome to Unwind, the podcast that helps you get out of your head and back into your heart. I'm your host, Blair Nicole, and I'm a PhD candidate in psychology, former trauma therapist, and self-compassion coach. This is your space to slow down, tune in, and rewrite the stories that are no longer serving you. So, I've loved meditation for quite a while now. It's part of my daily routine. Every morning, I sit with myself for 15 to 25 minutes before the day gets rolling, and sometimes after work or at night, I'll also do a short practice just to decompress after the day. So I'm definitely not new to meditation. It's something that I get a lot of value from, but it wasn't always this easy. When I first started, meditation was a lot more frustrating for me. I used to be a huge ruminator. So I'd think about everything that could go wrong. I'd obsess over my to-do list, replay conversations in my head. My thoughts would race, and as soon as I sat down to clear my mind, it was like the volume knob on my brain turned all the way up. The more I tried to push things away, the louder they came back. And because I believed that the goal of meditation was to stop thinking altogether, I felt like I was failing. I would sit there, my legs falling asleep, trying to force myself into silence, and then I would leave feeling more frustrated than when I started. I also thought that meditation was supposed to make me feel instantly calm and peaceful, like this magical stress reset button. So if I got up and still felt anxious or mad or afraid, I would get really annoyed or assume that it wasn't working. And that really discouraged me. Like so many other people, I thought meditation was about escaping. And yes, there's a time and place for that. It can be good to give ourselves little mental escapes or resets. But meditation is not just about rising above messy emotions and avoiding the hard stuff. My early challenges with meditation weren't proof that I was bad at it or that it wasn't working for me. They were proof that I just bought into some really common myths about meditation, and that maybe I was going into it with the wrong expectations or intentions. So here are a few myths I hear all the time. The idea that your mind is supposed to be totally blank. Or that if your thoughts wander, you're doing it wrong. Or that some people are just bad at it. Or that meditation should always feel good and that you should leave feeling totally peaceful. Or even that it's about disconnecting from reality and finding Zen. The truth is, none of that is what meditation is really about. And realizing that and letting go of some of these misconceptions and expectations completely changed my relationship with the practice. So, if meditation isn't about escaping or forcing your mind to be perfectly still, then what is it really about? Well, it's about intentional awareness. I've found that a better way to approach meditation is to think about it as a relationship with myself. It's not about bypassing my difficult emotions. It's about becoming more aware of them and learning how to meet myself exactly where I'm at. Of course, sometimes meditation does feel wonderful. There are mornings when I finish and I feel calm, clear, grounded. And over time, that peaceful feeling has shown up more often because practicing all the time has strengthened the muscle of awareness and self-regulation for me. But here's the thing most people don't realize. If meditation does bring up uncomfortable emotions, frustration, sadness, fear, those feelings were already there. Meditation didn't create them. It just helped me become more aware of what was already living inside of me. And honestly, that awareness is powerful because once you notice what's really happening, you have the chance to respond with intention instead of letting those hidden parts of you run the show in the background, which can lead to default reactions like self-sabotage, numbing out, relationship challenges, you name it. That's why the best approach to meditation is with openness and non-judgment. Allow whatever comes up, peace, discomfort, or anything in between. You don't need to force a specific outcome. And here's the paradox. The more willing you are to sit with what's real, even if it's messy or uncomfortable, the more likely you are to find peace on the other side. Not because you forced it, but because you allowed it to move through you instead of pushing it down. So next time you're heading into a meditation, keep these things in mind. Start small. Even 2 to 5 minutes counts. You don't need a huge block of time. Expect your mind to wander. When you notice it, gently bring your attention back without judgment. That is the practice, the noticing and the bringing yourself back. Welcome what arises. Peace, boredom, anxiety, joy, rage. Whatever shows up, let it be there without judgment. Use your body as an anchor. Pay attention to your breath, the weight of your body, or the sounds around you. These can help you stay present regardless of what's coming up. And always end with compassion. When you finish, thank yourself for showing up, no matter what happened during the practice. The more you approach meditation this way, the more it becomes less about doing it right and more about building a compassionate relationship with yourself. So my encouragement is this. Approach meditation like you would approach a trusted friend, with curiosity, compassion, and patience. Show up, listen, and let whatever needs to unfold. Because at the end of the day, meditation isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. And that presence, even with the hard emotions, is what opens the door to healing. Thanks for tuning in to Unwind, the podcast that helps you get out of your head and back into your heart. If you loved this episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone who needs it. If you want to go deeper, you can get free immersive meditations at blairnicole.blog/unwind. You can explore online coaching programs at blairnicole.blog/coaching. And you can grab my book, 31 Days of Self-Compassion, on Amazon to start building a habit of self-compassion one day at a time. Everything I create is designed to help you remember you are enough and you already have everything you need within you to heal. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.